Today I am making a sweet and tangy cranberry chutney that I'm sure that's going to become a favorite in your pantry as it is in mine. Think of having this during the holidays, at Christmas, Thanksgiving, with turkey, ham, roasts, cheese, basically anything that you can think of. I think this would be great with it. Take a look at this beautiful spread of ingredients. We have cranberries, red wine vinegar, raisins, onions, these warm spices, oranges, orange zest, and also some candied pineapples. Now, of course, I couldn't find these candied pineapples anywhere in the grocery stores close to my home. Maybe if I'd driven an hour away, I could have. So I did what I do best. I Googled and I found a recipe, did not really like the ingredients, made it my own, and made myself some candied pineapples. So if ever you're interested in knowing how I did these candied pineapples, just drop me a message in the comments and let me know. I'd gladly show you how I made these candied pineapples. Another great thing about this recipe is you can use either fresh or frozen cranberries. And of course, same thing, no fresh cranberries, so I went with frozen. And there you have it, everything we need to make this beautiful chutney. Now let's get going. To the saucepan, we are going to add your 3 cups of cranberries, 1 1/4 cup of your candied pineapples, 1 1/4 cup of onion, teaspoon of orange zest, 3 cloves of garlic, 2 tablespoons of grated ginger, and 1/4 cup of freshly squeezed orange juice. And it's all a good stir. We're going to bring this over to the stove, bring it to a boil for somewhere around 15 minutes until all the cranberries soften and kind of burst. Let's not forget the 1 cup of red wine vinegar. Now that the cranberries have all softened and burst, we're going to add the rest of our ingredients, which is 1 cup of water, 1 1/2 cups of sugar, 1 cup of golden raisins, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, 1 teaspoon of dry mustard, 1 teaspoon of cloves, and 1/2 teaspoon of cayenne. We're going to give this all a good stir. I wish you could smell this. It smells amazing. Those spices, so nice and warm. Now we're going to bring this back up to a boil and let this cook down for another 15 minutes. And just like that, it was pretty quick. This chutney is done. I again wish you could smell this. It just smells like a nice warm autumn day, even if it's spring, but it just smells incredible. So now let's get these in the jars. I do have my steam canner heating up over there with my jars inside. Don't worry if you don't have a steam canner. You can water bath this with your regular water bath technique, a big pot, 1 inch of water on top of your jars, and you boil it for the same time, you process it for the same time. You start timing once your water comes back to a boil after you've added your jars. But if you do have a steam canner and you know my love of my steam canner, it is so efficient and works so well. But either method works just fine for this. Let's get this chutney in the jars. I have ended up with 4 perfect jars of this cranberry chutney. Now, I could have gotten a little bit more. I could have probably filled out one of those little mini jars, like this, but instead, I've decided to keep some so I can eat some. So now all that's left to do is to process these jars. So what's different with the steam canner is that there's very little water in the bottom of this. So we put your jars on top, and the steam canner is equipped on the top. I don't know if you can see, and it has a dial with colors. So again, it's based on your altitude. So you just need to check your altitude and bring the dial up to where it needs to be for your altitude. For me, the dial needs to be in the green section. And so once I get to that green section, I start timing. This needs to process for 10 minutes. If you're doing the water bath canning, you need to time it for 10 minutes once your water starts boiling again after you've added your jars. I also find that this process goes a lot faster than water bath because there's so little water inside, it doesn't take long to come to a boil. So in no time at all, this will be done. "10 minutes are up. Part of the process with a steam canner is you gotta turn the heat off once it's done and let it sit for 5 minutes without removing the cover. Just 5 more minutes and then we're done. Four perfect jars of chutney. They've all sealed already. You have to leave your jars untouched for 24 hours. Don't move them around. Once that 24 hours are up, remove your rings. Never store them with your rings on top. They can stay for up to a year in a nice, cool, dry, dark environment. Don't forget to write what's on top of your jars, because if you do a lot of canning, sometimes things start to look similar. So write what it is on top and the year that you canned it, because a year can go by pretty fast. I have prepared a little feast for myself to be able to taste this, and I already know it's going to be good, but I just couldn't resist. I wish I had some nice brie to put over a nice warm brie with some bread and crackers, but all I have is cheese and crackers, so I am going to taste it. So good. I always do that. I still have stuff to say and I start eating.
2,000 years later.
But I do hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoy my content. If you do, give it a big thumbs up. Don't be shy, subscribe. Be sure to check back again soon to see what other content I will have coming out.